regulator worked, but my translator did not. The only thing I got back from the Dominator tech was soup.
What? Well, no. This just looks random.
It's not. It's gematria. Gematria is the numerology
Of the Torah. How did I not see that?
for the Gentiles and those of us who actually had social lives in high school. What the hell are you talking about? In Hebrew, each letter possesses a numerical value. Gematria is the calculation of the numerical equivalents of letters, words, or phrases.
You mean the Dominator's language is
Based off the Old Testament, or shares commonalities at least. You wanted proof of a divine plan to the universe, right?
Guys, I'm getting references to 5.
Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai. Give double honor to the apostles of great millstone that rule well. Salutations to the hopeful and sincere elect. This is Makazar from Trinidad camp. Just here to do a little edification for the elect's sake. Alright, the little clip that I just watched was taken from the series Arrow, that called Invasion. For anybody who want to check it out, it was aired last week Wednesday. And basically what it's saying in this little clip here is that the so-called aliens, which we know are the angels or the Most High, that their language basically goes back to Hebrew. Alright, but it says gematria, which is basically Hebrew numerology. Alright, could look into that, right quick. Alright, this is gematria on Wikipedia. It says originated as an Assyro-Babylonian Greek system of alphanumeric code or cipher, later adopted into Jewish culture, that assigns numeral value to a word, name, phrase in a belief that the word or phrase with identical numerical values bears some relation to each other, or bears some relation to the number itself, as it may apply to nature, a person's age, the calendar year, or the like. Alright, so basically it's showing you that what the so-called alien spoke was what? Gematria, which basically goes back to the Hebrew. Alright, so even the so-called white man showing you that, guess what? He know that these so-called aliens are what? Are the angels of the Most High. Alright, they're just defaming the angels by calling them aliens, men with big heads and beady eyes. Alright, and that the language that they speak is Hebrew. Alright, like Nate Satan saying that we don't have the right Hebrew. Look, look, and we're not even sure about the Hebrew. The so-called white man showing you that, guess what? The language of the heavens is Hebrew. Alright, the language of the heavens is Hebrew, and that is the language that we speaking right now, the Lashwan Kodash. Alright, it says what she said, that what I think was it Jake, he said that, so we're trying to tell me that these aliens, their language based off the Old Testament, and the language in the Old Testament basically what is the Lashwan Kodash. Alright, Lashwan Kodash, it translated to English straight from the Lashwan Kodash. Alright, so I'm looking up biblical Hebrew here in Wikipedia. It says what? It says, also called classical Hebrew, is an archaic form of Hebrew, a Canaanite Semitic language spoken by the Israelites in the area known as Israel, roughly west of Jordan River and east of the Mediterranean Sea. The term Hebrew was not used for the language in the Bible, which is referred to as Canaanite or Judite, but the name was used in Greek and Mishnaic Hebrew texts. Biblical Hebrew is a text from the 10th century BCE and persisted through and beyond the Second Temple period, which ended in the siege of Jerusalem in 70 AD. So it's showing that the biblical Hebrew, guess what, is what we ancient forefathers speaking. So it's saying in the series, it says what? That the so-called aliens, they speak biblical Hebrew, which is the Lashwan Kodash, not a Yiddish, the Paleo Hebrew. Alright, and that is where the angels gonna come back speaking, like Revelation 18 when it says, come up hither by Allah Ma'al. Alright, that is actually gonna be spoken in Lashwan Kodash, not Yiddish. Alright, So the so-called white man showed you that guess what, the language of the Most High, of the angels, is what? Is ancient Hebrew, the Hebrew of the Bible. Alright? And in the series what they was doing, they was actually preparing for alien invasion, which really is, it come from the scriptures, Revelation 12:7, with the Lord coming back, Revelation 19:11, with the Lord coming back to wage war against the so-called white man. Alright? And all these other nations to destroy the 2/3 of Israel. Alright, and deliver the elect. Alright. Just want to go into some real quick. Just read some scriptures. This is Psalm 64 verse 8. It says, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. So guess what? Their own tongue telling you. Alright? Their own tongue telling you that guess what? The language that the Most High speak is Hebrew. And our language is Hebrew. That is the language the Lord gave us. That is the pure language we're going to return to. The Lashman Kodash. Alright? That is the reason we have Hebrew names. That is the reason we practice praying in Hebrew. Alright? That is where we call upon the Lord Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai Hebrew names. Alright? So the so-called white man showing that guess what? These heavenly beings, these angels, what they call aliens, is actually what? They actually speak Hebrew. That is the language of the angels. Alright? Next scripture is Acts 26 verse, I believe it's, alright, Acts 26 verse 13. It says, at midday, O king, I saw in the way a light from heaven, which that light would have been what? A chariot, a so-called UFO, above the brightness of the sun, shining round about me and them which journeyed with me. And when we were all fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me and saying in the Hebrew tongue, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks. Then said I, and I said, who art thou, Lord? And he said, I am Yahweh Shai, whom thou persecutest. So, guess what? The Lord Yahweh Shai in the heavens, and he spoke in the Hebrew tongue. He could have spoken unto Paul in the Greek, but he didn't. Because why? The ancient saying, he'd rather eat pork than speak Greek. Yahweh Shai was a Hebrew when he was in the flesh, and he's still a Hebrew, and he's speaking that Hebrew language. So the language of the heavens is Hebrew, and we're going to return to that, the whole earth going to return to that pure language. Alright? So he showed us back in the scriptures by showing you that guess bits and pieces of information, and guess what? The language that the angels speaking, that they're gonna come back speaking, is that Hebrew, the Lashon Kodash, not that Yiddish that they're speaking now. The ancient Hebrew, the Canaanite Hebrew, the Phoenician Hebrew, the Hebrew of the Bible. Alright? That is the language they're gonna be speaking. That is the language Yahweh Shai spoke to Paul here in Acts 26. Alright? Just want to read some news here. Alright? It says Nature World News. It says UFO attack. Turkey experiences shocking mass UFO sighting. That is December 1st, 2016. Because why? The Lord about to make that grand appearance. And all these countries, just like President Bill Clinton, and I believe I might call the wrong name, but I want to believe is FDR, if I'm not mistaken, that basically said that all the earth had to unite for in the event of an alien invasion, because they know these things. They know the Lord coming back. They know the scriptures. They know the scriptures. They have special people assigned to look at the apostles and the men of great millstone to get their breakdown. So they know the scriptures. They are the ancient scrolls. Hey, the scripture says, and Enoch, 7 from Adam, prophesied, saying that the Lord come with 10,000s of heaven. So they know the Lord coming back to do damage. That's why they brought out this movie that shows you explicitly Independence Day. That is how we're gonna be. Alright, that is 2 Ezra 13 right there. It says, a fleet of mysterious aircrafts hovering over the skies of Turkey on November 27th has prompted mass panic. The scripture says, all eyes shall wail because of him. It says the video of the incident was posted on YouTube by user Secure Team, and most of the internet agree that it could be a cluster of UFOs. This year has been filled with massive UFO sightings, and the event in Turkey is the latest addition. Now, why in Turkey? The scripture says what? He gonna gather the 4 winds. You say, lose the 4 winds that bound in the river Euphrates. Alright? Dry up the river Euphrates that men may pass. Because that is actually where World War III gonna kick off. Alright? Over there by the Persian Gulf. Alright? That is the valley of decision. Armageddon in the Hebrew. Alright? Valley of troops. That is where the Lord gonna sit to judge the heathen round about. And that is actually where they're gonna look to wage war against the Lord Yahushai. Alright? Right in that same spot, Turkey. Alright? Everything's going to be deciphered out through the scriptures. Everything spiritual. Alright?